for those teenagers because they are kids. We lost a kid, but there are 3 more over there. They have to suffer with the consequence of what they done.
The family of a murder victim calling for mercy against the 3 teenagers accused of leaving 21-year-old William Tunchez to die. We still don't know why one of the teens allegedly pulled the trigger, but tonight we've learned the motive was robbery. Ryan Kruger shows us how a series of armed robberies in the first 24 hours of this investigation led to these arrests.
3 seemingly unconnected robberies strike the city of Suwanee late Sunday night on October 7th. Police will soon learn not only are these likely connected, there's much more to the story. At noon the next morning, Willian Tunchez's father calls Gwinnett County Police to report his 21-year-old son is missing. He hadn't seen him since the previous day when he said he was going to visit a friend. Meanwhile, 5 hours later, children playing in a park discover a dead body. The victim had been shot. The next day, he's identified as the missing 21-year-old.
After that, the case went silent for a few days. No motive, no known suspect, but the names of 3 potential armed robbers kept on popping up. Suwanee police said they weren't far from that murder scene.
On Friday, October 12th, 17-year-olds Franeshka Torres and Nicholas Evans, along with 18-year-old Khalil Miller, are arrested for armed robbery. Suwanee police share details with Gwinnett County, and on Monday, the 3 are charged with murdering William Tunchez.
And police believe the 3 suspects somehow lured Tunchez into that neighborhood where he was found. They robbed him of his cell phone and wallet. But out of all of the armed robberies that they allegedly committed that night, this was the only one where someone got hurt.